global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news.
We don't know where he gets his inspiration from. But actually, if he thinks he's working for Tinubu, he's actually under-marketing him. He's showing that the president is a weakling who doesn't want competition.
Wow. I didn't expect this level of bombshell from this man. But guess what? A lot for you to hear from the former legal advisor of the People Democratic Party. Don't forget, if you check our video, you're going to see that PDP is still moving on. But then, this man took our time to send a strong message to Bola Tinubu, which I want you to listen to. We'll be back to talk more.
Sincerely, we can say without any doubt that Wike is not a member of the PDP. He has not attended any meetings of the PDP, and we have not seen him where decisions have been taken. He has not put forward any arguments or any concerns. So we get surprised when he comes on air via various media outlets to say things that are alien to the party, alien to members of the political party, particularly members of NEC that met a week ago. Wike was not there. And we wonder what or how he thinks he can control the PDP from outside. It's really a wonderful thing. It reminds some of us of the early days of this Uncle Johnson that used to do magic on NTA. You know, I don't understand how you want to play politics without being part of the decision-making process, but you want to take decisions or you want to impose decisions. It is strange. And as regards advising or threatening people like Jonathan, our respected former president, and Peter Obi and others, I really wonder how he manages to think that he's that powerful. Looking at him physically, he's not that strong. And I don't think also that he has something that is bigger than all of us can imagine mentally or psychologically. I don't know where he derives his self-assessment of might to think that he will sit in his mighty office in Abuja or wherever and begin to reel out instructions. Personally, I blame them for most of this because I don't see why media rush to go with Wike in his house or his and gradually he's actually taking the place of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He convenes these weekly briefings to talk about what? Projects in the FCT? No. He takes center stage and is overshadowing the President of Nigeria. There can be no two presidents in Abuja. There is only one, and that is His Excellency Tinubu. I don't know why gradually Wike is taking over from the president, overshadowing the president. We don't see the president, but we see Wike every day. Speaking on behalf of the federal government or speaking on behalf of his political party. And it's becoming like the practice. So I don't know the game that Wike is playing, trying to outshine the president of the Federal Republic, briefings, then talking about outrageous issues like let nobody contest against the president. Has the president said he doesn't want a contest? The president, as far as we know, is a Democrat who would like to see a fair and where he will win election. But gradually, every the stand, he begins to speak as if the president is scared of it. The president is scared of we don't know where he gets his inspiration from. But actually, if he thinks he's working for Tinubu, he's actually under-marketing him. He's showing that the president is a weakling who doesn't want competition. And I don't know why they're allowing him. When he was in his village throne in Port Harcourt, it was okay for him to do those things where he talks about the overhead bridges he was building, the uncompleted classrooms that he was recompleting, and all those things. It was okay for him to be dancing his cucumber music for people to see and laugh. But you are in the Federal Capital Territory, where there is a sitting president, safe and healthy. Why are you trying to outshine the president? There cannot be two masters in this ship. There cannot be two captains in one ship. The president is alive. The president is okay. The president is working. He's in his office. And he's in the Federal Capital Territory. You should be seeing the president. Us. More than a week.
All right.
And like I said, I blame the houses that rush to him every day. Well, thank God, Goodluck Jonathan is not like a Wike. Wike is a young man who actually should be in business, trying to take care of himself and the future. I don't see how he wants to be in a position to dictate how people behave. And absolutely, and I know he knows, that without the sacrifice of Jonathan in 2015, probably he will not be a minister today. If Jonathan him, bloodshed all over the place, because he's someone that Wike is someone that will power at all costs. What happens to the country, not minding what happens to the ordinary person in the street. But thank God for Jonathan. He conceded, and yes, the whole world has applauded him, and we can see the result. He's an international figure. He's one of the few ambassadors of Nigeria.
All right, so much to talk about there, my colleagues in the House, and we just want to deliberate on some of the things that he has pointed out. Topmost in the list is his opinion about Wike's media chat. Now, he says something very sensitive, that he's demarketing Bola Tinubu, and that it seems as though there are two presidents, and he talked about the fact that his position, Wike's position, has ended up making Bola Tinubu a weakling who is not in need of a competitor and all of that. Do you think that this may trigger the president to halt Wike and tell him, stop all this media chat stuff that you're doing?
For the now, from what I see, it's a two-way game. Right now, Bola Tinubu is also noticing the fact that Wike is actually giving him vibes. Wike is actually giving him a lot of vibes in the sense that he gets to use him, technically speaking, to do the dirty jobs of internal dissociation or disagreement within PDP without necessarily being in PDP. And the second one is the fact that even though Wike seems to be having his way, if for any reason the president comes in again as the sitting president to do the same, I can tell you almost for free that he may not allow him to become the FCT minister again, because that would be like, he has said quite enough. He has enjoyed so privileges so much that every time, like he rightly observed, every time we keep hearing media palais. Let's tell ourselves the truth. It's only the president that has that great ability to call all manner of, national televisions, stations to, air views. But it's as if it's now 2 persons to 1. And again, the third thing I discovered he did was to open the eyes of Mr. President to the tactics Wike is playing. Don't forget that Wike is coming from somewhere. And this is the same pattern he uses from the time of when he was a councillor, Rotimi Amechi. Rotimi Amechi was so relaxed, Wike was sweeping over the grassroots until when it was time, the time was right. Amechi discovered that he didn't have a grip of the grassroots. He thought that Wike being there is him being there. He didn't know that Wike is Wike. Yes. He's only using his name just a little while, but his boys are everywhere. The same thing happened with Goodluck Jonathan, where, he went to meet Mama Peace, he knelt down, he bent, he squatted, he did everything. When the time was right, he made Jonathan realize that you may be the president then, but I am in charge. As if that is not enough. Now, if you notice, we have PDAPC. He keeps saying, yes, we are working for Mr. President. We are rooting for Mr. President. But he's putting his own personal boys, not president's boys. Yeah. Yes, they're all entering APC with the hope that, no, they are my boys, that we are building structure in APC. Now, he's infiltrating APC by default. The same move he made in PDP, where they thought, no, Wike is a good guy. He's helping us with financial obligation. Now, he's helping APC now with human resources, human obligation and structure. When the time is right, he will come up again. And this time around, he will be the leader of APC, PDP, and begin to run things in APC, and he'll begin to hold sway. They'll begin to hold meetings, and these are going to be his boys. who will be making critical decisions, which you cannot remove because they are growing
In
bit by
rank and
bit.
file.
Yes, in rank and file. Starting with his test running the templates in River State, and it's working. And it has, right now, even in FCT, his boys are also in there.
Yeah.
He has infiltrated them. Before you know it, he's everywhere. Now, if you come in Edo State, you say, if you want me to do, you put this person, you put this person, you put this person, and all his boys, loyal boys are everywhere.
Guy
When
is a
the
politician.
time is right, he will not come to the table of negotiation. It's either you give me this or we scatter the whole thing from internal. And the same thing that is happening in PDP, it looks as if PDP does not have any power because internally his boys are everywhere. They are watching him. It looks as if Wike is a mumu. No, if you watch, he squats and bows. He stoops to conquer when he's in need. But when he rises like a lion. They should be careful. Oh. He's playing politics.
Wow. Well, so while some people are of the opinion that Bola Tinubu is actually using the British style, use them to take them out, but I don't think so. Wike is a very smart politician, I must say. Let's give it time, and maybe what the former legal advisor have said, who knows, may turn out to be true. Let's be in the conversation and talk about this.